Hey guys, what's up? We're going to be looking at freight forwarder scams on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, wherever. I just made a video and my audio device, my microphone wasn't checked within the software, so I'm going to make this one fast because I don't want to spend that much time going through this whole thing. So basically what a freight forwarding company is that you will ship to a freight forwarder company and then they will forward that package to the buyer or to whoever you are sending to. Most common is to ship to other countries. So if one buyer only ships within the United States, let's just say the buyer lives in another country who buys a lot from the United States or another country that they do not live in, they will use a freight forwarder to be able to get their package. Now, I got a message from this one guy, and I just wanted to go over it a little bit to let you guys know and be aware of the scam. This video will be in my scams playlist on this channel. If you could go check out my other videos, that would be awesome. But the first time that I learned about freight forwarders was a guy who bought a computer part from me. Now, I've been selling on eBay for years, and I've never ran into someone wanting to ship to a freight forwarding address until I started posting electronics and computer equipment and whatnot. So very strange. But that one guy was from China. His location on his eBay profile, that this is not him, but where the location says it was China. And how I found it out is that his what I thought was his shipping address was actually fairly close to my home. So I looked it up online and saw that it was a kind of like a warehouse, and I messaged him and said, hey, and I didn't know he was from China at first, but I was like, hey, because I didn't look at his profile, but I was like, hey, this is kind of weird, but it'd be way cheaper if I just handed you the package instead of shipping it. Plus, you'll get it, so much faster. And the guy was basically like, no, can you please ship it to the address? And then told me, yeah, I live in China, and, I buy a lot of stuff from the US and have it shipped to this freight forwarder, and then they ship it to me. And he said all you need to do is just ship it to the freight forwarder, make sure it gets delivered there, and then they'll take it from there. And I guess that was the first time, and I looked on his reviews and his feedback. I thought it was somewhat legit. And I then went, looked up freight forwarding addresses and freight forwarding on eBay and whatnot, and then I found some other information about them. But so not all freight forwarders or people shipping to a freight forwarding address is a scam, but with this, it's very easy for bad actors to use that to their advantage to scam people. Now that I already made this video, I'm going to be showing some reviews of this one company who someone wanted to send to. And if some of the reviews of any company say scam, then you have to make sure and be very careful about shipping to it. Even if it's just one bad review that says scam, you have to read the reviews, make sure the reviews are legit, and then go from there. So, after shipping to the guy in China, I shipped to the freight forwarder. It took a day. Got delivered in one day. Sent him a screenshot, said, hey dude, it's delivered. And he said, okay, thank you. The freight forward, I got a notification saying that I have a package. In about 10, 15 days, I will receive it. And he, 10, 15 days later, said, thank you for shipping. I got the package. Thanks so much. So after that, on eBay, I said, I only ship in the United States, and I do not ship to freight forwarders. Now, countless times I had to refund buyers because even though I said that in the description, guess what address they wanted to ship to? A freight forwarding address. Shut up. I said that, and they know of it. I do not. I refunded them order, and one guy used this address or this freight forwarding company that I will about to show you, and he was from the Dominican Republic, and some reviews on here said that this is a scam company sending stuff to the Dominican Republic. Now, the guy gave me a bad review because I refunded his order, and I'm like, did you read the description? Because I said that I do not ship to freight forwarders. And he got mad. And what do you expect? Because I said that in the description. So he should have known. And that's how I know that that was possibly a scam. And I've basically just completely stopped selling electronics on eBay because time after time in a row, you won't believe this, there have been freight forwarders. And even though I say it in the description, this guy could be legit, but he was basically just asking a request to send the product to his country, Morocco. Now, he does say his location is in the United States. It's technically not. And then he has zero positive feedback, zero feedback. That doesn't always mean that it's a scammer. That could just be a new account. But, if you think it's suspect, look up the address online. Look at the reviews. That's a very big key that you guys need to do, as well as making sure the user or the buyer is legit. If you go to badbuyerlist.org, let me pull this up. Bad buyer list. You can go on here, search for the buyer, and then it'll pop up. One of them popped up. So I had the description saying, I don't ship to freight forwarders, I don't ship to the United States. I looked up the user, and the guy was like, oh, come on, ship it to me, blah, blah, blah. Looked him up on here. He popped up as a scam. Sellers said, this guy is a scammer. And I said, hey, dude, I looked you up on bad buyer. You're on badbuyerlist.org, and because of that, I'm just saying that I don't feel comfortable, and refunded his money, which is a totally perfect excuse to tell someone, hey, someone reported you as fraud. I'm not gonna. Because of that, I don't care if this is a legit purchase. I'm still not going to do it. So this website is really good. So I basically just said, look, sorry, I do not ship to freight forwarders. So this is kind of how it works. So you ship to the freight forwarder. The tracking says it got delivered. One guy that I read online said that he had what happened was he had the signature confirmation. So he knew from the tracking that it was delivered to the freight forwarder, and that the freight forwarder signed for the package. Yet the buyer opened a claim, said that he would never received the package. eBay forcefully now, well, as eBay got updated in the years, can automatically, forcefully take out funds if a buyer opens a claim, which is complete bullcrap. Because in that guy's case, it was a scammer who got the product and got his money back. And eBay did not do a good enough job to look into that buyer. So I think after the sending it to China, and it was a success. So they're not all scammers who do use freight forwarding, but the next guy wanted me to ship to a company called BM Cargo. Now this is Yelp. Now, 1 star out of 68 reviews, unclaimed. That's not good. Also, don't be afraid to go on don't be afraid to look up the address on Better Business Bureau. Don't be afraid to look up the business on BBB to make sure that it is a legit company. And look at this, BBB Scam Tracker. Look at that. Maybe I'll do another video looking into this as well. But make sure that just make sure that, wow, this dude lost $5,000. So, make sure that this is a legit company. Because if they are a legit company, they will be on here. If you're in the United States. And this is why we have BBB, is to make, the integrity of companies and businesses within the United States. Another key thing, look at the reviews. Now, let's look at the first 2 reviews of this. The first 2 reviews. We have 1 star out of 68 reviews. If we go, review highlights. This is why I also don't like Yelp. These are the highlights. The first 2 that were showing up was 4 stars and 5 stars. So, people think these were funny. So, these could be fake reviews. You also got to watch out for fake reviews. But only 2 out of 68 reviews were good. The rest were crap. Like, hello, greetings, happy to report this company during eBay scamming. Bid on an item to never pay. Notice the address was bogus. Now, why are freight forwarding companies used in scams, and which a freight forwarding company could be working with the scammers, is because a big part of it is because if a bad actor wants to buy something with a stolen eBay, Amazon, Etsy, whatever, or with a stolen credit card, well, where are they going to ship it to? Might as well ship it to a freight forwarder, and then the freight forwarder will ship it to their real address. So their real address and their real name will not be known. So this woman here I apologize, but this is on the internet. A person, so someone stole their credit card information and had the items to be delivered to this location. Now, if you look on this BM Cargo and similar ones, there's a lot of people saying, my account was hacked, and they bought items and shipped it to here. So this woman said this. Now another one is this guy, every time I ship to this location, the item is missing. Do not ship here. That's another thing. What people could do is that people have commented saying, or given a review saying, yeah, so my stuff out of my box that I ordered from like a legit eBay seller was stolen and there was parts missing because of this freight forwarding company that I used. So that could be another thing like this guy. This woman said, I almost got scammed on eBay by someone requesting to ship to this address. Did research. Company tried to order products from Walmart through my account with my credit card, and Walmart canceled the order. So that's good on Walmart. See, probably not this company, but a hacker or a bad actor got access to their Amazon account, and then they shipped stuff here. So I sent a few items for Christmas in Dominican Republic. That is known for this company to send stuff there. So this is just more of a, they're asking for more money. There's no fee to ship something. There should be no fee, you know. If you're UPS or USPS, you know, it's called insurance. If you want to do it, it's called insurance. It's not called, oh, if you have an item that's over $200, you have to pay a fee. After selling on eBay, this it looked suspect, and it's very easy to tell. And I was not able to contact the buyer. So basically, what it'll be like is like they'll have their name on it, and then underneath they'll have a pound with their unique ID, and then the address. And I believe someone posted a image of one of those. So eBay seller who was scammed. Oh, here it is. So we can see, and it looked, well, with a different name, I believe, for me. But it looked just like that. The name, the unique ID, and then the address. And sometimes it's either like 2 zip codes or like it's like a different zip code as well. It could work. So here's $2.99 3.8, which looks okay. But when you click on it, the first one is 1 star, 1 star. Do not ship. They're scammers who claim to receive incomplete shipments and try to get extra parts for free. This guy tried to ship something here, and USPS wouldn't even let them ship, telling the address was incorrect. A lot of people on here then say, thank you for all the reviews. A customer, replaced an order on my website, Google the address, and, found all of this, keeping packages hostage for 2 weeks. Thank you so much for the reviews. So if you're seeing multiple reviews like this on a freight forwarding company, it's probably in your best interest, unless you actually know the person, who you're shipping to not send it to them. It's so much easier just to refund the buyer and say, hey, the freight forwarder that you're shipping to has a lot of bad reviews, and not necessarily on you, but just I don't feel comfortable shipping to this place, so I'm just going to refund your money, and they can go buy some other stuff. This is another thing. Just wanted to remind people these guys will repack your properly packed item if they think they can save space and weight on their flights. That's another thing. They will lose key parts when they do this, and your eBay buyer will blame you, the eBay seller. This is the #1 reason to avoid this place at all costs. That's another thing. This firm is used by people in Central America to pretend they have a U.S. address so they can buy on eBay from items from U.S. sellers that have no intention of shipping internationally. Now, that is somewhat legit, but unfortunately, bad actors like to use companies like this, and the companies could also have been known to work with scammers. So now this is what I'm talking about. These guys are a scam. Pretend to be in the United States, but instead use this address to ship to Central America. Well, they will simply dispute your eBay transaction under the presence of did not receive the described item, forcing you to return the item. You will receive nothing in the return box or another item. Scam company. This just if you see stuff and read stuff like this, just don't ship it. The tracking states it was delivered 3 days after I shipped it. I've been selling on eBay, for over 10 years. Yeah, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Spread awareness. If it looks suspect like this, then it's best to just refund the buyer and not get into any issues. A lot of stolen eBay accounts, Amazon accounts, credit cards. Those people use companies like this. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos.